everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I use my budget planner, my cash binder, and my holiday binder and saving challenges all together. What is my system and how I do it every week? Okay, if you guys are new here, hello, welcome, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. That would be amazing. So let's jump into it. All right, what I do typically every week when I'm using, let me just make some room here. This is my budget planner that I use every week, and I've been using this since January. So every week I list, every month when the new month comes around, I do try to update it early before the month is here, but I get it, everyone's busy. So I do try to update this month at the month before the month begins. Okay, we are in the month of September. These are the dated budget planners, so they're dated, so I don't have to go in and list them. I also want to just jump right in real quick to just say that Thursday evening I will be sending out an email because I'm having a clearance sale, 45% off of everything in the shop, and that is because I just have so much products on the way. I have a lot of new caddies on the way, and then I also have two different 2026 budget planners that are also on the way, including smaller items. So I really want to kind of try to make room the best that I can. So that code is going to be sale 45, and it's going to start tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. So check that out. Okay, so speaking of the budget planners, this is it. Oh, so speaking of the budget planners, they are listed in the shop for $9. So you could use that 45 in addition, and that would be amazing. You know what I mean? So get the planner if you've never used it. You still have 4 months of the year left, and this way you can get an idea of how it is, okay? So what I do is every month I will pull out my planner, and then I will list out the things. I'll look through my calendar. I'll look through, like, just from my memory, like what are we doing for September? So let's just do it for like October. No, I don't want to go so ahead. I don't want to go ahead too far ahead. All right, we'll just do it here. So for September, I would say, okay, what is my plans? And so for the gym next week, I will be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So that is my schedule, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and it looks like I'm going, I would write out that any appointments that you have, any trips that you're doing, anything that you're, basically every week I do the same thing. You know how I always say, prep your work week. It's time to prep your work week. What I mean by that is every Sunday you are going to sit down, you want to go through. So every week I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm going through my planner. I'm checking my appointments. I'm checking what's coming up. I look at also holidays. Is there anything else coming up? Like here, we're supposed to be going out. I don't even know if we're still going, but I look at the monthly calendar, and then what I do is I take a look at the weeks. So each day I will list out the things that I have to do, okay? And I like to either highlight or check off when I'm done. So for today, I went to the gym, I worked in the shop, I packaged orders, I'm creating a video, and I didn't write the stuff that I have to do at home, but dinner, I'll probably do more meal planning and clean out my fridge and just do some of the chores that I have that are around the house. So every week I basically do the same thing. So I'll go through my budget planner, and then I'll go to where all the money is and all the bills and stuff. So I track all my expenses with my cash envelopes and my checking account. So I use the tracker that's in the cash envelopes, and I can show you that. So I list out all my bills, and I basically just go through what has been paid and what needs, what still needs to be paid. I can take a look at and see what I'm working with. And also, you really want to come on this side, because this side here is where you are, not this side, I'm sorry, but the paycheck to paycheck tracker sheet is where you're going to be able to break down your paycheck. So this is where you're going to be able to designate your money into the different areas. So basically you would get paid, I would get paid. I don't get paid now. I only get paid from my business. So that goes into my account. And that's what I use to pay all my bills, okay? What I do is I leave the money in there. If I need to transfer money to like my Christmas account or vacation, then I will go ahead and do that. But the money stays in my checking account. And then basically what I do is I pay my bills online, and then I go over my cash envelopes. I go over my cash envelopes and I figure out what I'm working with, what do I have for balances, what do I need to add. So if I have to add money to my envelopes, then I sit down, I'll grab myself a sticky note or even one of these sticky notepads, and I'll basically go through my envelope. Let's just say it's, you know, it's Friday and I can check my balances. So I would be like, okay, for groceries, I have, and I would go through with what I have for balances. So then I know how much I need to take out. So let's just say right now I have $140, and then I go down and I do the rest. So then I would say to myself, okay, so groceries, then I would determine, okay, so I have 140 in my envelopes. Let's just say I never went to the store, you know, I never spent it, but now I have to go to the bank and pull money out because it's Friday. So I have to either do that on a Friday or a Saturday. So I would go through all of my envelopes and, you know, let's just say that it's $20 left and etc. You want to see what your balances are, and then that's how you're going to be able to determine how what you want to add. So then your next question would be, what do you typically spend on groceries? Okay, what is my weekly amount that I spend on groceries? Is it $200? Let's just say it's $200. Oh, okay, so groceries. Oh, I usually spend $200. So if I already have $140, then I just need to add another $60. So then you'd write $60. And then you would do the same thing, okay? You'd be like, okay, well, I have $20. I guess I'm good, or I just need to add another. So you need to figure out what you have left and what you need to add. So then you're gonna take your sticky note or your cash breakdown sticky note that we have in the shop, and it would say like cash envelopes, and then you want to, whoa, my caddy almost fell. You want to break down your, you know, you want to break down the denominations on a sticky note, so that way you can go and get the money. Now, if you get just all 20s or a $100 bill, that's going to be hard to break up and put it in your envelope. So at the end of the week, I'll go through and I'll take a look at what I have left, what I need for money for the, and just for the cash envelopes, okay? My main concern is to pay my bills and to pay my cash envelopes. So it's very important for me to focus on this. The second thing would be to, okay, now I'm going to add money to my sinking funds if I have it, or now I'm going to pay additional money to my debt because I really need to get rid of this credit card. So think of your priorities and what's important. If you have started your, like, let's say you started saving challenges, for example here, then you can go through these as well. So after you're done going through your budget planner, you want to take a look at your cash envelopes. What are you working with? What do you have left? And what do you need to add to your envelopes? So this way you know what you're working with. You take that money out of the bank, put it in your envelopes, and you're good for the week, okay? And if you're planning to do fun stuff, if you're planning to do extracurricular activities, list it out, write it out, take that take the money out. It's always good to plan, but obviously sometimes things happen. But that's why it's really important for you to use your miscellaneous envelope. So if there's a way for you to get ahead, always add as much money as you can to your miscellaneous envelope, because it definitely helps. I use it as a buffer between I use it from my cash envelopes, and it's a buffer with my bank account. So it's like, oh, instead of me using my debit card, I can like use cash, okay? Then I'll usually just take a look and be like, all right, what do I need to add for, you know, what do I need to add for sinking funds? Do I need to add to my Christmas fund? What am I working with? Or am I going on vacation? Do I need to add money for that? If not, and I can give it some time and I really don't need to, then I might not. It just depends on how much money that I'm actually working with. So after I go through everything, I'll go through my cash envelopes, I'll go through my bills, I'll take a look even down here and just kind of, you know, highlight everything. I want to pay off credit cards, so that's really my goal is to get rid of my cards. I don't want any more. Nada. Okay, so one of the things I didn't have time to do, and I apologize, is to update this credit card tracker. So I actually did it the previous month, like the year of adding, and I got rid of a lot so far, but I just still have a lot more to go. So I'm gonna actually do this weekend. I also had quite a bit of expenses for the business. So it's kind of hard when you have your own business and that is your income. You know what I mean? So it's very, very tricky, very touchy. You got to be very, very cautious, very intentional with your spending, because you don't want to overspend in other areas, especially if you have, like, you're paying 2 rents, you know, my townhouse, and then I also have my rent here, which is pretty much the same. So that is pretty much what I do. So every week, step one is really just to go through your budget planner. Go through your budget planner, make sure everything is updated, month on 2 pages, go through all of the pages that you have and just kind of go through them. If you have to list out any of your tasks, any of your goals, keep a running list of all of your goals. It's so helpful. And, you know, it's such a great way to get it out on paper instead of all bottled up, you know, in your head and just thinking about all of the things that you have to do, when you can just list everything out in this task list. Then you can list out all of your credit cards and, you know, double check your bills and go through all the pages. And lastly, make sure you go and break down your paycheck. And so that is the paycheck tracker, which is at the end. I got a lot of questions on this planner. This is the dated budget planner. This is the exact same planner that we are receiving in October. So we have the same identical planner with silver, and then we also have gold rings. Back to the steps that I take every week. So after I go through the budget planner, I go through my cash binder, right? We just talked about that. Then I will go through like any of the cash envelopes that I want to add. You know, if you have $20 that's extra and you want to add that to your sinking funds and you have a binder for that, let's just say it's this. We'll just use this. If you're using this, and let's just say you have a bunch of different categories, and even in here there's categories in the back. I was talking about the 1 month ahead envelopes. Those are really amazing as well. So if you are working on adding money to your sinking funds, that is going to be part of your process. So that would be a question that you'd like to add. Okay, what am I adding to? Let me pull the money out. Let's put it in the envelopes. Okay, so, or are you adding money to your holiday binder? So these are just all the questions that you want to do step by step. So budget planner, cash envelopes, holiday binder, sinking funds. And then lastly, what I like to do is incorporate my saving challenges. And even though they are a couple dollars, guys, we can't stop doing it. This is how we get better and better at what we do. Okay. Lastly is saving challenges. I am going to do a video on all of the saving challenges that I do have in the shop. But for this video, I just wanted to show you the items I use when I sit down to do my prepping for my work week, when I'm sitting down ready to, what do I have to do? What bills do I have to pay? And just kind of go through what I'm working with. So my saving challenge, this is my saving challenge book. I'm actually only doing, I believe I have 3. So I have the $1, the $2, the Amazon, yeah. The book comes with a full sheet of stickers. So it comes with a full sheet of stickers, and then it also comes with 2 of the plastic envelopes. Okay, you can just pop it right in the back. Or if you want, you can get one of the binders like this, And then we also, so let's just say you wanted to get the Saving Challenge book bundle. You can get the book, you can pick your binder, and then you would also get a set of the pattern envelopes like this. So this is the $1 challenge, okay? So I started doing this probably last month or maybe a month and a half ago. And like I tell people, you go at your own pace. If you have extra money that you can contribute, then that's what you do. You know, if you have to skip a week, then you skip a week. Please do not beat yourself up if you do not have the money. You have to pay attention to your priorities and what is most important. So you have your $1 challenge, I have the $2 challenge, and then I also have the Amazon right here. Every truck here is $5. I did the $5. You could do it if it's 10, if it's more, you can do it any. But yeah, so those are the saving challenges that I'm doing. And so I'm using this binder to put all of the money in. So as you can see, everything kind of coordinates with each other, it matches, and I feel positive when I'm sitting down ready to do my budgeting. I have all of my items in a caddy to keep it organized. So if you don't have an office, then you can put it next to your sofa on the floor or your bed. Okay, we don't need to have anything fancy. But as long as you have all of your items for your budgeting, then you are one step ahead. You're doing amazing. So I wanted everything to complement each other, and yeah, I think it looks good. So if you can see, these are the pattern. These patterns are the same patterns that were made for the snap covers. Okay. So I have $1, $2, and Amazon. And this is pretty full, but I just wanted to show you. So that's pretty much my step. If I have the extra money, I'll sit down and I'll do it, or sometimes I'll just wait until I get here and then I'll do it, and I'll also do like a video and show you. So sometimes I'll just do it at the house, and if not, sometimes I'll just do it here. But that is my system, just kind of going through step by step and just kind of going through what I don't overthink it. Don't make it more difficult than it is. The most important thing is your budget planner. You should be in love with your budget planner, writing in it, write everything out, do your task, write your notes, write out your expenses, write out your sinking funds and your credit cards that you want to pay off, and just really keep track of everything that you're doing. And then follow along with your cash envelopes and etc. So that is what I do. I hope that makes sense. I just wanted to share a little tidbit with you guys. You know, I want you guys to have a great day. The weather feels beautiful. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. You know, what is your system at the end of the week? Do you do it on a Friday? Do you do it on a Sunday? I typically do like an overview on a Thursday, and then I'm ready to take money out on a Friday. It just sometimes depends, but Sunday is the day where I really kind of go through and I make sure everything's on point so I can start my work week on Monday. So that's what I like to do. Anyways, guys, I thank you guys so much for being here. Please like the video, please subscribe, and leave me a comment below. Let me know how you guys are doing. What do you do? What does your system look like? And I hope you have a great day. Don't forget about the sale tomorrow. And the email is going out tonight. So if you have not subscribed to my email list, you subscribe. You're also going to get another confirmation email. You need to confirm the email. You'll be all set after that. All right, guys? I hope you have an amazing night. Bye.